Hello everyone and welcome to Crochet Day by Day with me, Nadej, where I am going to take you on my crochet adventures, experiments, and share stories. Today I want to show you everything that I crocheted in June. Now, that doesn't mean everything I completed, of course, but everything that I did crochet. First, I will go ahead and start with what I finished. I finished this beautiful blanket, which I will put on the screen here, for a friend for their birthday, and I finished that the beginning of June. Obviously, I was working on it much longer than that prior to, but I still finished it in June. So that's a nice little thing here. I used the shell stitch. I will find the yarn that I did use if you guys are wanting to maybe recreate this for yourself. I don't know exactly how large I made it. Maybe I chained out like 200 some stitches and just made it as big as I wanted to. It fits a full-size bed. So it is a really big blanket, but I absolutely love it. And my friend loves it too, which is even better. Another thing that I crocheted, which was one of the first things that I finished crocheting and the first time I've ever done anything like this, is I made this bag. Now, I was just kind of experimenting with this. It has this like just button clasp here. Well, clasp with the thing. And it's just a deep bag. I just wanted to make a bag. I'm obsessed with like the rice stitch, so that's what this stitch is. I didn't make a pattern because I was just messing around, but I really like it and I think I might try to deconstruct it and come up with some kind of pattern. I just went from a circle, but I will come up with something with that. I used a Lion Brand yarn for this, a variegated yarn, and I will put that in the description down below too if you guys want to find that yarn or try and recreate it as well. The next thing that I crocheted was another bag, and I was obsessing over this for a long time. Now, it's my first time making a bag like this also. A lot of these are firsts for me. I am venturing outside of the world of blankets and making items and garments and things like that. But this is another bag, and I freaking love it. Now, the handle is really not, or the strap is not the best, so I think I'm probably going to make something else. But either way, it is just 3 granny squares connected, and I gave it a lining with a pocket and a metal clasp. Not focusing because my head's in the way. I'll put a different video up here for you to see. But I freaking love this bag. I am so pumped that I was able to make something like this. It is so cool and I absolutely love it. I plan on making more, not with the same yarn. I used some cotton yarn and viscose cotton blends, but it wasn't like the best, but it's still super soft and I love it. A couple other just quick things that I made were some headbands. I made this for my fiance because he saw me making this headband, which I didn't need this hair tie in the back because it was actually long enough, but I still did it and it worked, but I think I'll have to take it apart and take this out because it didn't actually need it. But I made this out of this bamboo thread that's right here. It is Lion Brand. I will link everything below on the yarns that I use for each of these projects, but I am just super pumped that I made, like, I've only made like 5 completed projects here, but it's still something. Now, just because I completed these doesn't mean I didn't start like 10 other things, because if you don't have 10 whips at once, like, do you even crochet? Do you even knit? So let me just jump into what I did start in June, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about my plans coming up. So one thing that I did make is, well, this is going to be a wallet, It is a Suzette stitch with just, I love this yarn, I forget the color, it's some kind of gray. And it's going to be just a tri-fold like this, and I'm going to, maybe a little bit higher there, put a little wood button and a little latch there. Just a cute little, like, wallet. Very simple. And then this is going to be another one. I used just the lemon peel stitch with this. And it's just navy. I just was going for it. I wanted to practice because I'm still learning a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of things that I've never done before, but it's fun to learn and experiment with. So I was just practicing. And then I made this cute little like potential clutch, which I will plan on like sewing something in because I did a half double crochet with a space. So I half double crochet, chain, half double crochet, and then a star stitch here, which I really liked and had a fun time with. I created another bag with a similar stitch, but it came out really funky, so I'm actually going to have to frog it and start over. Well, it's not a completed bag, obviously. It's still in pieces and not even put together. But here is this. I also made this other clutch. Gucci, baby. It's Gucci. It's Gucci. But I am also crocheting like a liner for this because I want to have like some pockets and stuff, and it's going to be a tri-fold, and it'll just be like a nice little clutch, you know? So this is, you know, work in progress. I need to finish the liner. I ran out of the yarn, so I had to get more, and I do have it now. Another clutch. Diamond stitch. Oh, this is a diamond stitch in case you couldn't tell. This is diamond stitch and just a linen stitch, and it'll be a bag like this. Just one pocket, which is fun. I can't wait to finish these, which is something that I do want to do for the year. Another thing, so that purse I made for myself, the granny square, and this is going to be a wallet. So this is going to be kind of like the little thing that clasps over, and then I'm going to have a bunch of these like things that I'm going to do and like pull it and watch. Let me just, you'll see when it's done, but basically it'll be a fold like this. Open it up, there's a zipper, but to close it, this will like latch over and have like a thing like that. I don't know. I saw something on Pinterest and I got excited about it, so I was like, let's try it. Because I can't seem to find like a wallet that I really like, so why not make your own, right? There's only 2 left. This is going to be another purse. So like this is the full part, this is the front, and it's just going to fold over with like a brown like line here. And then wherever the strap went, there's a strap, I don't know where it went, and then just like a brown strap. I have really fun buttons that I'm going to probably use, like a daisy or something like that, or flowery type of button for the fold over, and that'll be pretty cute. And then lastly, this is also going to be a handbag, kind of an oval size handbag. I created the bottom for it, which I really didn't know how to do. Now I know better because I've been making a few other things. It's just a little lopsided, but that's okay. Here's the handle, and this will just flip over. I just did a shell stitch with it. It's really hard to do this. Okay, a shell stitch, so it's gonna look cool. So that's what I crocheted in June. This is everything that I crocheted in June. And these are the things that I'm going to also finish in July. I'm going to finish everything that I started but didn't complete in June in July. And I don't really want to start any other projects until I've completed them. Granted, I have already started 3 other projects, which is totally fine, but that was before I set a rule for myself to not do any more projects. But that's okay. All I have to do with these is really, it's simple. I just have to stitch them all together, and I think I can do that in a day. Like for all of these, I think I could stitch everything together and just have all of these cute little things. Now they're all experimental. I have no idea how these are going to turn out. I just came up with them in my head because I wanted to practice and kind of just get a few things under that muscle memory, you know, with the crocheting. So I'm having a lot of fun with that and just seeing what works and what doesn't. Clearly, I need to change the handle that is on my bag, but I love using it. It's so pretty. It's so soft, and I'm so fun. I cannot wait to see how this Gucci turns out. It's Gucci, baby. It's Gucci, baby. Anyway, so that's all that I have for now. So everything here that I need to finish in July, I'm going to make a separate video on, and I think I can get that in a whole day in one video, of course, or a weekend. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and do that, get that out of the way so I can finish some other projects so I can start some new projects, because I have, as you can see behind me, a lot of yarn, and I have a lot of cotton yarn, and it's still summer and it's still hot, and I want to make some really cute shirts and things like that. I have 2 shirts that I haven't completed, but I made those back in May, and that will be part of another video, I'm sure. I think I need one of those videos where like all the unfinished projects, and they're coming. Either way, that is everything I crocheted in June, and that I completed and didn't complete, but everything that I did crochet in June. Well, I just remembered, there's one last thing. This is just an ongoing whip. I am doing a temperature blanket. So I will be posting more of this on social media, of course, because it's easier to show those updates there. This thing is massive. It's just a linen stitch, but I am up to date mostly. I usually don't do it all like one every day. All I do is I just, you know, log the temperature, and then I will go back and like mark it off after I crochet for that day, which I'm actually about to go do because I want to catch up on that so I can work on other things. And yeah, I'm excited to see what I can accomplish in July, see if how much new things I start and old things I finish. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like the video, please comment, please subscribe if you would like to see more interesting crochet adventures, experiments, and stories with me. You can follow me also on social media at Crochet Day by Day. I will definitely be posting more there because it's a little easier to do that than on the YouTube. But either way, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.